goes it? Good evening. I bought a book from a buddy of mine down in Texas, in the Texas Republic of Texas, named Jeffrey Stewart Katz from the International Freedom Foundation. I am part of that right now. And now this book here is called A Call to Arms, Volume 1.2. It's got a funny little meme. I don't know if it's a meme or it's a quote above or below everything. It says, "To correct a problem first, you must recognize the problem. Sadly, you are late to work. The time is to wake up. The time to wake up is now." Anyway, I want to share a page in chapter 16 in this book. It's called "To Be or Not to Be." Shouldn't take very long. This following intentional fraud converts someone into a slave, a subject, a person, corporation, thing, resident, inhabitant, fool, idiot, a ward of the court, victim, client, human being et al. Through this purposeful, sinister act, legal joinder, implied or stated, a new artificial entity, a person, is created. Most thinking humans would never willingly join or accept such an unlawful criminal act, but legal trickery, obfuscation of the truth is used to accomplish the reduction of status, which means you have no standing, status, authority or agency, contrary to the rule, letter, spirit, and intent of law. The initial joinder is formed when a birth certificate is issued by the ultra-vires corporation. Now think about this two words, ultra-vires. A de facto government. Both the birth certificate and the social security number are used for inventory control purposes, similar to the Amistad Schooner's manifest, as those numbers and or records are used by legal entities or evil demonic corporations to track, account for, use and dispose of inventory. It is under this admiralty jurisdiction Terry Schiavo's fate was determined, and under this fictional jurisdiction TPC 1.04D, many of today's legal and or other fictional entities, gay marriages, are fabricated, which is an abomination of God. G-D. Just who or what is the all-caps person, i.e. John Paul Jones, John P. Jones, or some other all-capital corporation thereof. Corruption thereof. Remember, ultravirus and corruption. No, those all go together. It is the entity the government created to take the place of the real living being, i.e. John Paul Jones with a soul. The lawful given and family name of the birthright has been replaced with the legal corporate name using deceit and fraud. And that's what they do in like the district court. When they call upon the name, they call upon the legal name that has a birth date, which is everything's dead. It's dead. They're not real. It's not real. So when we're telling people this stuff, it's like it's putting the frauds out of business. It's put them all out of business, and that's what I'm here to do. I love it. If you with a lawful given and family name enter as a legal person, the two are recognized as being one and the same. However, if the lawful being distinguishes himself or herself as a party other than a legal fiction, the two are separated. A party. I'm here on behalf of that on that party? On behalf of the name, the party? I'm the party to the name. Maybe that's how you do it. That's the party to the name. I'm the party to the name. Anyway, that's called trial and error, baby. Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines capitalize as to gain by turning something to advantage, capitalize on an opponent's mistake. www.merriam-webster dictionary / capitalize. The American Heritage Dictionary of the English Language 4th edition, 2000, defines capitalize as VTR. 1. To use or convert into capital. 2. To supply with capital or investment funds, capitalize a new business. 3. To authorize the issue of a certain amount of capital stock of, capitalize a corporation. 4. To convert debt into capital stock or shares. 5. To calculate the current value of a future stream of earnings or cash flows. 6. To include expenditures in business accounts as assets instead of expenses. 7. A. To write or print in capital letters. B. To begin a word with a capital letter. B. Intro. To turn something to one's advantage, benefit, capitalize on an opponent's error. Interesting, huh? And so it says Collins English Dictionary, complete and unabridged 6th edition, 2003, defines capitalize as verb. To take advantage of, profit by. 2. To write or print text in capital letters or with the first letter of a word or words in capital letters. To convert debt or retain earnings into capital stock. 4. To authorize a business enterprise to issue specified amount of capital stock. 5. To provide it with capital. 6. Accounting to treat expenditures as assets. 7. A. To estimate the present value of a periodical income. B. To compute the present value of a business from actual or potential earnings. The Free Dictionary defines capitalize. To turn something to one's advantage, benefit, capitalize on an opponent's error. Bum, aka bar union members, lie, turn, twist, cheat, obfuscate, do whatever it takes to win. These liars, thieves, traitors, parasites use words of art, aka legalese, spells of trick, to trick us all. And it's fucking shitty. And right now, while I'm speaking about this on here, it's like I'm moving waves right now, creating a vibration to inspire people. I'd love to inspire people, so here you go. Very important. Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition, defines capitate minitus as, in civil law, one who had suffered capitis diminutio, one who has lost status or legal attributes. Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition, defines capitis diminutio as a diminishing or abridgment of personality or a loss or curtailment of a man's status or aggregate of legal attributes and qualifications. Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition, defines capitis diminutio maxima as the highest or most comprehensive loss of status. This occurred when a man's condition was changed from one of freedom to one of bondage. When he became a slave, it swept away with it all. It swept away with it all rights of citizenship and all family rights. Whoa. That happened with the 14th Amendment and what everyone's doing right now here. That's what's going on. Okay. Anyway, that might be battery's getting hot. Everything's getting hot. Might turn off. So if it turns off, I've read a lot already. So anyway, and then the next one, Black's Law Dictionary edition defines capitis diminutio media as a lesser or medium loss of status. This occurred where a man loses his rights of citizenship but without losing his liberty. It carried away also the family rights. Black's Law Dictionary, 6th edition, defines capitis diminutio minima as the lowest or least comprehensive degree of loss of status. This occurred where a man's family relations alone were changed. It happened upon the arrogation of a person who had been his own master, sui juris, which means of sound mind, or upon the emancipation of one who has been under the patria potestas. It left the rights of liberty and citizenship unaltered. So that basically is a man of the private, of the sovereign man, or just a man, sovereign man, and then being a slave that has a driver's license and an ID of the state and all those other shit is a capitis diminutio maxima. And so right now with my IDs that I have, I'm basically a capitis diminutio minima. Anyway, and Black's Law Dictionary explains the full capitalization of the letters of one's first, middle, and last name results in a diminishing or complete loss of family rights, legal privileges, or citizenship. Ignorance of the law is not an excuse, rather it is just a cause of action. If you do not know what the statutes, laws, codes, and your rights are, how would you know to protect them or that you lost them? Welcome to the Republic of Texas, a captured sovereign nation. It's time to learn about your rights. So that was it. Thank you. Now, may this inspire you, because this is out of that book, A Call to Arms, and everyone should have this book. And if anyone wants this book, you can buy it from me right now, $100. Because I'm going to be using it to get more literature from Katmanwon, KATMANWON @gmail.com. And he will help you with everything you need. Even full meal deal. What do I have them at here? Where did I put them now? My IDs, my IDs and claim of right. Claim of right to travel. My ID and claim of right to travel, bear arms, hunt, fish, et al. Card without the United States, the state of Washington, et al. Can't really see it too well because my camera isn't too well anymore. Jeffrey Quaid Phillips. Can't really see it too well. Yeah, too bad. It's alright. And then, when I see something really cool is that it's an official card because this is reasonable, credible, and reliable information. This does not constitute adhesion or alter my foreign sovereign immunity status per 28 U.S.C. 1602-1611, the Foreign Sovereign Immunity Act. The sole purpose is for verification identification only, and it is not for entrance into any foreign jurisdiction. Then it's signed by Joanne Rushton in Ephrata. She's an awesome, wonderful woman. If you need some glass done, she's the lady to get it done at. Yeah, she's a wonderful lady. Only charges $5 for the stamp. So if you want your stamp done, this is the lady to go to. And she's really cool. She asked me when I got it done, she said, are you sovereign now? I said, no, I'm a man. Back to the man status. No longer the slave. This helps me, and she's backed by the Secretary of the State, so. And the pirate, the road pirates, the cops, the domestic terrorists, they steal this, then I can get them for aggravated identity theft. And get them for, everything. And I'm going to just grab their oaths of office and their bonds and then, put a claim on their bonds, Oh, goodness. They wouldn't have to sue them, wouldn't have to use any taxpayer money. We just have to just be smart. Wouldn't have to protest. Just do it right. And shut them down. Okay, we'll show them what shutting down the government means. Don't have to get mad anymore. I just don't really have to call them domestic terrorists, because even though they are, and so this right here shows you that I'm gonna help create a wave of people in this area, smack dab middle of Washington State, to become free, because it's our duty to. It's my duty to help people become free. Inspire them to become free. That's right. Family name. Awesome picture of me just smiling really big because I'm awesome. Just like everyone else is too. You guys are fucking awesome. And then I have another one here. I got 2 forms of ID. My own. It's under the penalty of perjury. Per 28 U.S.C. 1748-1, I declare under the pain and the penalty of perjury under the laws of the United States of America that the foregoing is true and correct. Bam. December 3rd, 2018. CE. Jeffrey Quaid Phillips. UCC 1-308. TDC ARR. Jeffrey Quaid Phillips. LSS sui juris. Alright, and how come that didn't say it on that one? Maybe it was on the back. Oh, that's why. TDC. And then there's DMM 602.1.3E2. Look it up. Alrighty, that is it. How to become free? Ask Katmanwon at Gmail. And he will tell you. And I can tell you as well if you want to know. All the love to you. Here to help. Oh, excuse me, raise the vibration. Can of butter will do that. And dabs will too. So hey, I love people. And I love the domestic terrorists too. But because they're just hopeless. And we're gonna get Gavin Syme will be back over here. He needs to get the fuck out of Mexico and get back over here and become mayor of Ephrata. Maybe kick all those bastards out of there and disqualify other judges and disqualify the mayor and disqualify the sheriff and the police chief and disqualify all those motherfuckers. Disqualify all of those guys and remove all those guys and let me put a few guys in there. And I know a few guys I would put in there. In the place of those frauds and those domestic terrorists that run the show. Time to the paradigm change and